Today, we're going to talk about Roy Buchanan, and I hope you know who he is. And if you don't, after this video, I think you'll know something about him. So the way I was introduced to Roy Buchanan was I watched Gary Moore, another one of my favorite players, and he was playing The Messiah Will Come Again. I'm going to say, well, I looked that song up. I said, I thought that was a Gary Moore song. Well, come to find out, it takes me to 1974, 75, I forget which one, the Austin City Limits, and I watched this guy play. And the first time I watched Roy Buchanan play, I was blown away. I was a fan the first time I saw him. I said, who is this person playing? I've never heard of him. And he was amazing. So I want to share that with you, maybe share a couple of some techniques maybe that make it sound a little more about Roy Buchanan. But first of all, I don't have a Telecaster. Roy Buchanan was known for a Telecaster. His Telecaster was named Nancy. He named it Nancy, or it was named Nancy. But Roy Buchanan did play for a little bit in his later part of his career. He did play a Les Paul, so that's maybe a little here or there, but we're talking more about the spirit of Roy Buchanan. And so if you know anything about Roy Buchanan, if you don't, let me tell you this, that he can play any music he wanted to, but he mainly played a lot of times blues and blues rock. But he loved country music. Actually, he played with Merle Haggard. And so he had this country twang in his music. And I've never heard somebody play blues and put chicken picking in country music. So here's one tip, guys. If you want to sound like a little bit Roy Buchanan, this is in G. And so I'm not an expert at chicken picking, but I've studied a little bit. And so a Roy Buchanan lick would be, you would kind of palm mute the first lick, the first string, and then you would go. You would have your fingers. Let me see where you see this. I've got the G and E strings fretted, and I'm gonna pick one, palm mute the G string, and then I'm gonna pop it. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna pop it with my middle finger. And so this is in G, and it would be something like this. So if you've heard Roy Buchanan, that sounds kind of like Roy Buchanan a little bit. I'm not a Roy Buchanan master, nobody is, but that's kind of the chicken picking thing. And then he would do this thing with his string. So that's one thing you can do, the chicken picking thing. Study chicken picking. I'm not a chicken picking expert, but I've picked a little bit of it. But it's your palm muting the top string, and then you're picking it with this finger right here. So yeah, I'm gonna play it one more time for you. So you can put some chicken picking in there. Another thing that Roy Buchanan did that I loved was he put pinch harmonics in his playing. Actually called them squealers, but if you want to do pinch harmonics, you pinch up. That's too much of the pick. You want to pinch up where you're just barely, and you're touching your thumb with this. And so he would do like a regular blues lick, and then he would do the pinch harmonics in it, and he would be something like. Something like that. You can just put some pinch harmonics in your blues. If you put pinch harmonics in your blues licks, you sound like a little like Roy Buchanan. Now Billy Gibbons does that too, but Billy Gibbons had more distortion. He had more distortion. But Roy Buchanan was little on his tone was little on the breakup side. So it would just so that's another thing you can do. that string. Another thing he liked to it's kind of violin, or you're playing with the volume, and the volume swells. And actually, Jeff Beck got this from Roy Buchanan. Jeff Beck and Roy Buchanan were big friends. So you want to like go through your scale, your A minor scale, A minor pentatonic, or this is G minor, and let me see, I can show you guys. And you're vibrating the string, but at the same time, you're rolling your finger. I got my pinky finger like this, and I'm rolling it like this. And so it would be something like this, guys. So I got my pinky finger, and if you ever see Roy Buchanan, he's using his pinky finger, and he's doing the volume swells. And that's what he's doing with his pinky finger. He's doing the volume swells. And a lot of times he would do that. If you ever hear the song, When a Guitar Plays the Blues, he starts off with like that. One more thing that you can do, guys, is he really just played a lot with soul and emotion in his playing. And he liked to use repetition. And so if he was playing a G, he would just. Now, does that sound exactly like Roy Buchanan? No, it doesn't. But it has the flavor of Roy Buchanan. And so make sure when you play Roy Buchanan type, you use repetition and you pour your heart in.